And big news for Labor Day travelers headed down to Southern California Sunday or Monday. The I-15 past state line will have an extra lane open. It's called the part-time lane. Kim Passoff explains how it works and how it may impact huge holiday traffic backups.
In the past, we've seen troopers on I-15 pull over drivers who use the shoulder to get by bumper-to-bumper traffic. But now that will be legal, at least on Sundays and Mondays. Now there are these signs on the southbound side of the interstate past state line, letting drivers know they can drive on the shoulder. The part-time lane made its debut last weekend, but this holiday weekend will be the first big test, when Californians flood out of Las Vegas, usually after hotel checkout time. Opening up the shoulder to drivers is meant to ease the traffic jams we often see after a holiday weekend. In the past, RTC has reported 20-mile-plus backups. We spoke to one Californian who comes up about once a month to visit family and has been stuck before, taking 7 to 8 hours or more to get home.
If they open 3 lanes instead of 2, will be amazing, because sometimes I came in 12 hours in Sunday.
Caltrans says the lane will be available every Sunday and Monday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Though the new part-time lane will start on the California side of the border, NDOT tells Fox 5 since drivers may not be aware of the new part-time shoulder lane, they will assist Caltrans getting the word out, using freeway overhead signs during the part-time hours of operation to notify southbound drivers of the change.